Hello everyone, good evening. This is Ravi Prasath. So today in this video, I'll be teaching you how to create a stored procedure in SQL. Well, a stored procedure is actually a pre-written set of queries which can be stored and called again and again under reusable manner. So today in this video, I'll be using a simple query which will be created under stored procedure, and I'll be teaching you how to call it also. So let's get into the video. So here I'm using employees database. Here, when you consider this salaries, let's check what is under this salaries table first. So to display it, I'll be using the basic command select star from salaries. Okay, so you can see here there is an employee number, salary, from date and to date in the under the salaries table, and you can see the employee number is actually getting repeated again and again. So let us create a query that is like I need to display the salaries table, but with having employee number 10001 alone, and I'll be creating it under the stored procedure here so that I can call it again and again. So let's start the creation. So I will be creating a stored procedure under the name select underscore salaries. This will be my stored procedure name. So before we create it, let me check it out if there is any pre-created stored procedure under the same name. If there is something like that, we need to delete it, right? So the command is as followed: drop procedure if exists and provide the name which you're going to create. We need to check for that, right? Select arrays. This will check if there is any stored procedure under the same name. If there is anything like that, it will delete it first. And now we need to create the stored procedure. But before we create that, we need to change the delimiter. What is the delimiter here? Obviously the semicolon, right? It will terminate the statement, right? So we need to change it because inside the stored procedure, we need to use a semicolon. So for the procedure beginning also, if you give the same semicolon, the procedure will end at the beginning itself. So the inside query won't be executed. So we need to change it. So the command is as delimiter, and I will give some other delimiter symbol. I'll give $2 symbol. Then I'll create the procedure. Create procedure and the name which is that follows. I wanted to create under this name, right? So I will give it here. So it will have parameters. And we need to begin the statement. Begin. And now we need to end the statement, right? For that, it is end and with the delimiter. What is the delimiter? $2 symbol here, right? Yeah. And inside this begin and end will be giving the queries whatever we need to use it again and again. I'll give a simple query here. So I need to display the salaries table with employee number 10001. That is what the condition we discussed, right? So we'll give that. Select star from salaries. Employee number should be 10001. That is a filter. So where employee number, this was the column name. Employee number is equal to, since it's an integer, I need not put any quotations, 10001. And here the inside query will have semicolon. That's the reason why we changed the delimiter for the procedure. Okay, so we closed it. Now we need to change the delimiter back, or else it will proceed with the dollar itself. So we change the delimiter back to semicolon. So we created the procedure. Let's first check whether the procedure is created or not. See, the procedure was created without any errors. If you want to check where it is created, you can see the stored procedure option here. Right now, nothing is shown. We need to refresh it. See, the select salaries procedure has been created. So to call it, let me call it now. So the syntax to call it is call. Then you need to give the database name. What is the database name here? Employees. Employees dot and then the procedure name. Select underscore salaries. Okay. And yeah. So now we will call it. You see, we got the table, or I mean the query which is inside the procedure. What was the query? We needed the salaries table with the employee number 10001. So you see, actually we got the procedure, right? So this is how actually you will create a stored procedure in SQL. And here inside the parameter, nothing was actually given, but actually we can provide some parameters. Let me tell you how to create that. So we'll create another stored procedure. Drop. The basic syntax is as follows, which was a good practice actually. Drop procedure if exists, and we'll give a different procedure name like employee. We'll give employee salary. Okay. So delimiter is as follows. Delimiter and double dollar symbol. And we'll create the procedure. Create procedure. Procedure. Same thing. Employee salary. And in this procedure, I'll give a parameter in P underscore employee number. I will call the condition using the parameter. That is how I'm going to create this. P underscore employee number, and the parameter is an integer. So integer. This is the syntax for parameters for the stored procedure. So begin, and I will end it right. End double dollar symbol. That was my delimiter. So here I'm going to give a query, the same query. That is like I'm going to call the employee number in salaries table where the employee number is 10001 only. But I will not give the condition for 10001. I will call it using the parameter. See here, select star from salaries where employee number is equal to, what was the condition I gave in the previous procedure? 10001. Correct? No, here I won't be giving it directly. Rather, I will call using this parameter which I have created. P underscore emp underscore number. And now I will change the delimiter. Okay. Now let's check whether it is created or not. Yeah, it's created. You can check it here. Refresh it. Yeah, we got employee salary, right? Yeah. Now I'll call it. Call, what is the syntax? Then database name. It is employees dot, what is the procedure name? Select, sorry, employee underscore salary. This one was the newly created one. And inside the parameter, I will give the 10001. Okay. Now see, yeah, we got it. This is how actually we can actually create a stored procedure with input parameters also. Hope you can understand this topic. Thank you so much.